Then you've got Three Rivers in Columbia. Also, don't ever forget about Nelson University of South Carolina, because the limit is so far left. And if you're trying to do some family work, it makes it very difficult with the barriers. Also, through the state, WMS Hall is another option partner that we can access to, which they have a good program also. And you got Havana Springs in Columbia, and Havana Lake Country. So we have a few possibilities. It's just not enough that over the last couple of weeks, I think last few weeks, we have seen more adolescents than ever in the ER and med. And normally we can come up with plans to mental health center, to outpatient mental health providers, than what we've seen that they need inpatient level of care. We've had some sit 6 days recently in the ER because there's just not a bed across the state. It's not about payer source, it's just not there. This is such a demand right now.
And another area where state cuts have really hurt, because there once was right out here at Patrick B. Harris an active psychiatric to help people with children and adolescents.
And what, all of us, I think, would agree on is just the strong genetic link. If we know that mom or dad, grandparents also experience depression, anxiety, any mental illness, that child will probably be more likely that they will also be depressed or anxious. And so when is it appropriate to get treatment? Parents will know right off that their child, that they've seen a shift in their behavior. Like I said, the extremes of one end of the spectrum to the other. Appetite, poor school performance, lack of relationships, isolation. So their daily living is impaired to a point that they're just not able to function. They're just not able to pull themselves together. So they need help. So typically families in Anderson will go to their primary care physician or pediatrician. Then they'll come in for counseling. They might be on a medication. That first round of medication may not be the right one for them. So you've got, families really have to stick with the process of trying an antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication and finding the one that truly works. And sometimes tweaking that dosage will be the answer for them. So everybody's brain and body are different, so they have to really stick with it. And so like Kevin said, we know from research that cognitive behavioral therapy or any talk therapy in combination with meds and support system and all that is going to be the best setup for children and adolescents.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
You're fine, you're fine. Just a couple of things, just a couple of points. In concluding, if you think about a definition of depression, there's an old definition that summarizes and describes it quite well. Depression is anger, and I think that was mentioned, and sadness turned inward, if you think about that. That's the reason, the same as the other individual who said support is so important. The other thing I think I just wanted to mention, we don't want to forget about the elderly and our elderly population, because there's a high rate of depression among the elderly. At ANMED, as Sam said, we've seen, I think it was as young as 4 that are depressed, as old as 100. And there's different reasons for that. The baby boomers, and they include myself, are coming along and with that depression, so we're seeing more and more of that. And we just need to keep that in mind, because there's a high rate of suicide with adolescents and the elderly. That has to do with isolation, that has to do with not feeling like they can go and talk to someone. So we need to keep that in mind as we're interacting with people in our communities, in our churches, and even with our families, to remind ourselves to be aware of some of those signs and symptoms. And they show up in the elderly very similar. The difference with the elderly is that you're going to find that they have lost that sense of purpose. And the biggest thing is they don't want to be a burden to other people in their lives. So we see that more and more. And I guess the other just 1 sentence thing, 2 sentence thing I would say is that, there is a time that a person does need to be inpatient for the depression. But that's when they're actively suicidal. Not only just a thought, because a lot of times you can have thoughts and be maintained in an outpatient program outside a hospital setting. But when it gets to the point that they're saying, this is my plan, I have have no purpose in living. So at that point, you really need to, whoever that may be, if you're helping them, is to call 911 and get them to the hospital. Because unfortunately, that comes up normally in the middle of the night, or late evening, or weekends, not between the hours of 8:30 and 5, as we all know. So just keep that in mind. And also, there could be, with people who are truly depressed, there can be a significant decline in function. They're starting to lose a lot of weight, can't sleep, can't make decisions, can't function at all in their lives. And that's probably another time that you look at inpatient level care.
All right, thank you so much. And one thing that several of you said that really struck me is the importance of there being a network of support throughout a whole community. That depression is not just an issue to be handed over to the medical community, the mental health professionals, but we all have a part in helping to support people that suffer with depression and with families that deal with that on a daily basis. So whether it be through church or community groups, we all bear that responsibility of reaching out to people and showing that we care and doing what we can to help them through difficult times. Let's show our appreciation to our panel this evening for